y'all hear Shakira's going to jail, apparently?
Shakira's going to jail?
Shakira's going to jail? What?
Yeah, why?
What? I believe it's for tax fraud. Last I checked.
I heard she's done tax fraud before, right?
Tax fraud is such a boring crime, though. When I saw Shakira was going to jail, I thought it'd be like a fun and cool crime.
Yeah. She didn't write her hips off on her taxes. She lied about them.
She lied about them.
Finally came back.
Okay.
Terrible.
The Spanish prosecutor has asked for more than 8 years in prison.
More than 8 years?
That's so much for Shakira?
But that's not the sentencing. That's the prosecutor's request.
Prosecutors are wild.
Prosecutors are wild. Yeah.
Just pay them back.
Pay back the taxes.
She has Shakira money.
She got Shakira money. Wesley Snipes went to jail for tax stuff, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
That's why his career ended for a long time. He was gone for a bit too, I think. Anyway, this is Couch Surfers. As you can almost certainly guess, this is a video game program where we play video games. And that's all we're going to do on today's episode. Nothing else is going to happen. Not any talk about celebrities and their various white-collar crimes. Instead, we're going to talk about white parchment that has yellowed with time because of age, because it's old, and from a different time before taxes existed.
That's not true. Taxes existed.
From the time when taxes were invented.
They were invented before this.
From the same society that popularized taxes.
From the time when taxes were
even worse somehow.
Even worse, apparently.
Even less fair.
For the vicious and fledgling tax nation.
In the meantime, I am Nerium, the senior managing editor of fanbyte.com. I'm joined by LB Hunt. Here's the social editor plus of fanbyte.com. All these people with the pluses in the names throws me off. Hi, LB. It's been a while.
I know. It's so nice to be back.
It's nice to have you. And then we've got another person who was on the last episode. She was just in the background.
Yep. Working production. You have the entire social team here.
We do have the entire social team.
You do.
Me, the leader of the social team. That's
yes.
me. Lotus is here. Lotus, what is your title? I actually don't know if I know.
Social media specialist.
Social media specialist. Oh, okay. So when we need special media.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
TikToks.
Well, it's a build. She's got a specialist build.
That's yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it has to do with her stat spread.
Yeah, no multi-class, just went full on for it, so,
She's just getting maxed as hell. Okay, that makes sense. I would definitely say I am a generalist. I'm balanced.
Yeah.
Balanced type. I'm I wish this wasn't true about me, but if I was in one of these games and how all the different specialists and stuff like that, oh, this one has a book. That's their thing because they've got a really high magic class. This one has a lance because they're really high dex class or whatever. I would be the basic sword, one-hand sword type. I'd be the Crom.
You do everything.
Because I could do kind of everything.
Yeah, you'd be the Shulk, the Chrono, where it's you just have a sword, but you're also also I can heal and summon stuff and do magic and whatever.
Yeah, I'm the most boring character, but you kind of have to have me in the party because I do a little bit of everything, and so it just never doesn't make sense to have me.
I would never call you the most boring character. I just shared on Instagram a clip of you saying that wine and Gatorade are similar. It destroyed me on a cellular level. So I wouldn't say that you're boring, Nerium. Yeah, sorry. Just because you're jack of all trades, master of all trades. Nerium. Senior managing editor of fanbyte.com.
Editing that clip for TikTok and Insta was so difficult because normally, TikTok, Insta Reels, you keep it moving, you keep them short. The extremely long pregnant pauses in that video were so important that I had to leave them in. Where Nerium says, if you put Gatorade and wine in front of me, I could tell them apart. But and then there's another long pause where LB goes, well, what is blue? With the patience and the exact tone of a kindergarten teacher. Well, honey, one of them is blue, actually.
There are multiple colors of Gatorade, and some of them are more wine-like than others.
There are. None of them are wine-like. White Gatorade and white wine are not the same color here. Like, I have so much respect for you as a friend, as a creative, as a professional, as my colleague. Like, I look up to you so much. But white Gatorade and white wine are not the same color. Red wine and red Gatorade are not the same color.
Red wine and red Gatorade are close.
Maybe if your red wine is like the red wine in an Argento movie from 1976.
I think if you're actively drinking a sangria, then it might be the same color.
But it's got a different texture.
Right.
Yeah, I mean...
Yeast and Gatorade, can you ferment it?
I'm sure you couldn't you?
Oh, I need to know.
We've invented pilk, we've invented carbonated milk.
Fermented Gatorade.
How far can science take us?
Is it possible to get Gatorade or another sports drink to ferment? This is a comment, or this is a question on Reddit from 5 years ago. Answer: I would imagine so, but you may want to check out r/prison hooch.
Oh, I know this. I've heard of this subreddit.
Like wine.
Elby, you've brought you've brought a game.
Fermented beverages. That's something people enjoyed in the times of illuminated manuscripts.
They did
So
do that.
basically, when I went on my vacation, I had just followed a Twitter account called like Medieval Little Guys or something, and thinking about illuminated manuscripts and how much I like them. And then I was looking at the Getty Center website, and I was like, these are amazing. These are so good. And then my first night of vacation, I had an idea for a bit, I think. And I was like, I want to make my coworkers guess what's going on in illuminated manuscripts. So I present to you a new game, another Google Slides presentation. It's called Illuminate This Manuscript. And Lotus and Nerium are going to work together to guess what the fuck is going on in these pictures.
Okay, that means I won't be able to read chat right now because I'm going to have it covered by Parsec. So I apologize if people are saying very funny stuff in chat. I love you. Thank you, though.
Okay, I should also hide my chat, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, and don't chat. You can guess, but I'm looking.
I was like, oh, but I straight up, okay, it says Illuminate This Manuscript. For some reason, I assumed the smaller text beneath that was actual old-timey medieval language, so I was like reading it to be like, what quote has LB brought us
It's Latin.
from the past?
No, it's Old English. A new game from Stunktier.
Like it's mine status if thine remember wins twink tears drops the game.
Okay, are you ready to start?
I am ready.
So ready.
For one, pray tell, what manner of beast is this?
RT1.
And I think, you'll kind of get how it works as we go.
It's one of those games where you kind of have to get dropped in. Oh!
Salamander, Griffin, Manticore, no one's quite sure.
Yeah. As in a nod to brand editor plus Nikki Grayson, no one's quite sure is an option on a lot of multiple choice questions. It's not one you should discount.
Right. One of Nikki's iconic quotes, no one's quite sure, along with, well, folks.
And also, that dog looks sick. All of which can apply to this picture that we're seeing right now.
Yes. This dog does look sick.
This dog looks really sick. I was gonna say, I'm tempted to say griffin, but it looks kind of like a rat or perhaps a weasel on the head, which I don't think is what a griffin is.
Griffins usually have like eagle heads, right?
Right. And then aren't manticores lions?
Yeah,
with scorpion tails?
Oh, I always get manticores and chimeras mixed up.
They're very similar, I'm pretty sure. A chimera has a snake tail and a goat head. I think a manticore is a little bit more straightforward.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean,
I played Mother 3.
If you go by if you go by Game of Thrones rules, like a manticore is like a weird bug.
A bug?
Yeah.
Oh, like
lot
a
of manticores.
mantis?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's where people get that idea.
I'm not
Manticore.
really seeing mandibles here.
I love Mantis Core music, though. I've been really getting into it lately. YouTube served me up some like interesting songs from the genre recently, and I think it's going to go into my rotation.
Hmm. I mean, really trying to take over the widowcore kind of thing. At this point, just killing your husband is kind of pussy shit when you can tear their heads off. I mean,
Right.
that's
Tear their
just
heads off
my
and eat
2
them.
cents. Right.
I'm gonna say Manticore.
I'm
just
gonna
because
say
I like that Mantis Core joke I made.
I'm
We
gonna
have to
say
come to
no
a-
one's. Oh, we have to come to a conclusion,
Yeah,
a
because we're
concession.
playing
Together?
this game.
I'll go with Manticore. I'll go
You'll
with
go with
Manticore.
Manticore with me? Okay.
I'll say it makes enough sense to me in my brain.
Okay. No points. It's a salamander.
No, I was
about?
because fire salamanders are such a well-known thing, and I thought it's in fire, so it can't be, because they would
Salamanders
be
are
happy.
lizards. Now, what does a salamander actually look like?
It feels like you've got this on lock, like you've got this ready for us.
I
Do you not?
didn't actually.
Okay.
And I should
Salamanders are lizards.
No, they're not.
Salamanders?
They're amphibians.
They're amphibians.
Well, whatever.
Yeah, here's a salamander for you.
Great salamander.
Amphibians are lizards.
Do they look alike?
In
No,
some
they don't.
essences,
They both have 4 legs.
I think they got the eyes right.
Tail.
I think they got the eyes really right.
I think the medieval one is more, I don't know, emotional and less slippery.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got fur.
it's got fur and
Right.
paws. I was gonna say hooves. Those aren't hooves. Paws. Salamander don't got paws.
Anyways, all of these are from the J. Paul Getty Museum. This is by unknown illuminator, a salamander from about 1270.
Wow. Gold leaf. They really cared about the salamander.
They did.
$12.70. Usually you got to pay more like $20 for a salamander. Of this
It's
quality.
true. Of this quality? Actually, you could get this one for free. I'm pretty sure.
The salamander is free.
It's like when you go to Petco and you go to the saltwater tanks and you go, are you
No.
really gonna make me pay money for these?
This actual picture looks more like I'm going into the Powell's or something like that, like a bookstore, and the guys outside are like somebody is playing bongos, and then the guy next to him is like trying to sell these, like pick these drawings for like $12 or
I
something
thought
like
you
that.
meant these animals.
So these
Like,
guys-
it's small cages. It's like, we gotta save them. This isn't right. You should not be breeding salamanders. Also, the wings really are throwing me off.
Wings.
Yeah, because I mean, they used to think salamanders were like dragons, right? Or something
Yes.
Mhm.
like that.
Why is it standing
Something
on
like
all
that.
this fire? What's
Well,
going on?
because they love fire. Salamanders love fire.
Or they hate the
Yes, they do.
salamander. Unclear.
Oh.
No one's quite sure. Anyways, so you get the game, right? This is
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. The game is that old timey fucks didn't know what the shit they were
They
talking
didn't
about.
know
And
what,
we
they
have
didn't know what anything looked like. It's incredible. And yeah, if you had gotten it right, you'd have gotten 5 points.
5? Oh my god.
Well, I mean, they're all the multiple choice questions are 5 points.
Okay, I didn't know if they
Rating
were
on an
weighted
expert?
depending on how fucked up it was.
Right. No, that would be amazing. No, I didn't do
Who's
that.
Miss
Okay.
Ludwig the 15th?
That's the collection that it's in. A lot of them are from. Okay.
Okay,
Hmm.
now
Better
the
this.
arrow. Okay, this is
First thought was kangaroo, which is not on here.
Now, I'm sorry. Is this dog or whatever biting its own testicles? Because
I
that's
think
what
it's
it looks
biting
like.
It's.
I see a very clear tail and it's elsewhere.
Yeah, I see 4 legs.
The thing is, the testicles aren't usually on the kind of on the hip, you know.
No,
Kind
but
of
they're.
on the side?
I think they're really long testicles, and it's like pulling them rubber like Luffy from One Piece. like this dog has eaten the gum fruit and is choosing to use that power to
To really get that itch.
It
It's
is.
hard when you don't have
get that
hands.
itch. Yeah.
So I
So
can't
what
blame it.
animal does that?
I mean, I would say a dog. I think with a beaver, too dangerous. I also think that they would be quite inflexible.
Now,
Yeah.
here's the thing, though, is that this game feels like it is designed to make us fail if we try to answer based on what it actually looks like. And it is instead about trying to guess what an old-timey fuck who didn't know what anything looks like instead, which makes me think that this is a beaver.
Yeah, the flatness of the tail.
saying. The flatness of the tail. Somebody somewhere heard a description in passing of what a beaver looked like, and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna draw
It's
that."
like a weird dog.
It's like a
That's
weird dog
true.
with a flat tail, and they didn't have details on like how long is the tail, what does the head look like?
Right. I think hyena is pretty unlikely,
Yeah.
even though it looks kind of like a hyena.
What the fuck is that in its mouth?
I do think it's
I mean, if the question had been what's in its mouth, the answer would be D. No one's quite sure. Without a doubt. What I like about it is this person kind of not hunting it, but looking at it with
No.
disappointment.
And also appears to just be wearing socks. No shoes on the horse. Yeah?
Also, like the legs on this person are like shorter than the rest of his body.
They
which
didn't
is
know
very
what
funny.
people looked like until the Renaissance.
Oh,
They didn't know somehow, even though
But
they
the
were
horse
people
is
and looked at
perfect.
people every day.
the horse looks.
The horse looks
Yeah.
great.
The horse has balls.
The horse
They're right
definitely
there.
has balls.
So now
This
we know
person
that
is
the
testicle
artist
focused.
knows. Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Lotus, what are
we'll
you
vote for
leaning?
testicles.
I don't think that's an option.
I'll
no
go
one's
with
quite
beaver.
sure. You'll go with beaver.
Beaver makes sense to me.
Let's go with beaver.
5 points.
Yeah!
Those are
We
the cute-
did it!
Those are the front teeth of the beaver. Chat figured it out.
That's
It's not biting
Oh!
something.
Wow!
Horrible front teeth.
That's horrendous.
I hate that. That's worse.
Why do they flare? LB, why do they
Like-
flare?
It's like coming out the side of its mouth too. It's like they're not facing forward. It's like it's got two front teeth that are like horizontal.
It looks ridiculous. it looks so much like a medieval red. I mean, the testicles of the horse are on the left. It's a very similar shape. I
It's
have to
very
say.
similar
It
shape.
looks like it's munching on itself. It looks like a dog trying to like
Yes.
scratch at itself.
Yeah, scratch
And-
it.
Oh my gosh, I love this. Unknown Illuminator did a great job in 1250 to 1260 with this. We're hearing secondhand what a beaver looks like. Kind of like a dog with really big front teeth and a flat tail.
I guess. I suppose.
I mean,
Remember
it's-
when like somebody
he was probably fasting because it was
Mhm.
probably a fast day.
Because
he
he
was
was getting
probably
taxed.
drinking that Gatorade.
Yeah, he was probably drinking. What country is this from? It doesn't say.
It says Los Angeles.
Yeah, it's not from.
I mean, it says Los Angeles right there.
It says,
Abby. I
it
don't know
says
what to
Los
tell you.
Angeles right there.
Abby, can you like? I know it's the font is kind of hard to read, but it says Los Angeles.
It's
No,
not.
that
that's
says Los
where it is
Angeles,
now.
right?
This
It
is
says
that's
Los
where it is
Angeles
now.
right there.
That says Los Angeles.
I'm so glad I'm playing this game with my wonderful friend.
Are there beavers in Europe?
I guess not.
Yeah, maybe not.
I think they're a North American phenomenon.
They are. I know that for sure they're in North America, and I remember it being a big deal when they came over. I just don't know if there were some in Europe and then they like went extinct or something because of the
Right.
overhunting, because they
There
do
must
that.
be Some
Where were beavers invented?
1250,
America.
Where were the beavers?
North America.
Google
How
said.
did they know
I
about
asked.
beavers in 1250 in Europe?
I asked where.
Maybe it
where
is from Los
beavers were.
Angeles.
Maybe it is from Los Angeles.
Yeah, maybe they walked here.
European beavers.
The beavers built.
There's
them
the
a bridge.
Eurasian beaver.
Okay.
Oh.
It was once widespread. Maybe this is what they looked like.
That's possible. You know, like how corn used to be really fucked up. Like modern day
Before
corn is
they
not what corn used to
made
look
it
like.
really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we invented better beavers. Maybe we really
Ambrose
did invent
Lee
beavers.
says, I heard beavers were considered fish in yesteryear
Oh.
for
That makes
Lent
sense.
purposes.
Oh.
So for cheating.
So for
religious
cheating.
Yeah. Well, like how beer isn't food.
Yeah. Because liquid. That
It's
makes
like-
sense though.
Have you ever had like German monk beer?
Yeah, it's like drinking a loaf of bread. I get it, but
It's like drinking a loaf of miserable bread. Yeah.
You're right.
Okay. Well done on the beaver.
Am I the only person who hasn't drank German monk beer?
Well done on the beaver is a hell of a sentence. What manner of beast is this?
So your options are harpy, a centaur, sphinx, or D, no one's quite sure. Do you want to describe, just to start, we can just start describing it.
It's the
So what I
Pope
see-
with a peacock ass drinking from a horn of some variety.
Yep.
Valentino number 5 red lipstick.
Yeah. We were just talking about makeup YouTubers, and this was the original.
Yes.
He's about to go.
He's about to do this.
You drink your bread, eat your beaver.
That's what they do in Canada.
That's how they did it.
Hmm.
So, what are we thinking? He's standing on some kind of box
Is
made
this
of
like
gold, very
the
long
box-
tail.
maybe the box is supposed to be like a sarcophagus, like somebody was like told about a sarcophagus by Alexander the Great or something? Like Alexander the Great told some fucked up monk, like, hey, they got sphinxes over there and they love big coffins made of gold. And a sphinx is kind of like an animal, but with a person on the front.
Why blue?
No, I will just say Alexander the Great was not doing it at this point in time.
Well,
He's
he was
been
probably
dead
very
for-
old, so like, you know,
He's been dead for a few thousand.
Yeah, no, he wasn't doing it at this time. I get it, LB. Like,
Okay,
you know,
okay,
people get older, and their sex drive, you know, goes down. He was
No,
probably
no.
just relaxing
Alexander the
in
Great
his-
was fucking.
You
the
can
last
talk
last
about Sphinx
day.
without fucking them.
not on the image board's eye,
he was
is it?
he was very dead. He was dead, is what I mean.
Oh,
He was not around.
maybe he's in the coffin then.
It could be Alexander the Great's coffin.
But would he get a coffin that great if he died?
Yes, because he was Alexander the Great, so he would get a great coffin.
Where is Alexander the Great buried? Can I go visit? I want to see what his coffin looks like.
Where is Alexander the Great buried?
This could also be a harpy because it has
Okay, well, he
bird
does have a lost
Right.
tomb.
lost tomb.
Where's that?
Yes, it is. The tomb is lost.
Where did they lose it? Did they check everywhere?
Its exact location is an enduring mystery. Following Alexander's death in Babylon, his body was initially buried in Memphis by Ptolemy, before being transferred to Alexandria, where it was reburied.
He was alive for a very long time. He made it to Tennessee.
Yeah, where the beavers are.
I love that LV came to us with a game that was meant to like fuck us up, and we're slowly driving LV insane.
But that's what I wanted, you know, because we didn't do that with Italo Disco. Italo
That's
Disco
true.
was just me as Jigsaw and you all as my little play.
Yeah.
Mhm.
This is like the modern day like Halloween reboot. We got back the original actors, but it's like now we get to fight back against our like tormentor,
Right.
like Jamie Lee Curtis.
You can call me your oppressor. I don't mind. In this case,
I thought about it for a
it's kinda
second.
funny.
I thought about it for a second, and I realized that I don't think Jason Voorhees is really an oppressor.
Wait, weren't you talking about Halloween?
Yeah. Jason Voorhees is oppressing Michael Myers. He's the true oppressor, the true enemy. I don't remember what Jason Voorhees is. He's camp boy.
He's
Yeah.
Camp Boy.
Drowning
He's not
Camp?
even in the first. He's not
Drowning
even in the
Camp.
first movie.
Drowning
The first
Camp,
movie is
yeah.
his mom is evil.
Yeah, he's in
the
there
first
for like a minute
Spoiler
when he
alert for
drowns.
Friday the 13th.
Yeah, from 50 years ago. Yeah. And then he comes in the second, and all the other movies they make him, and he doesn't have the hockey mask until like the third movie.
Yeah.
Those movies are weird.
They should make him better. I think.
Jason X, they did. They made him better. They made Jason X, which is the one where he's
Okay.
in the future because he's been cryogenically frozen, and then a bunch of people on a spaceship find him, and then he gets a cyber body. It's a great film.
I've never seen
fights
that
a
one. I watched
hologram?
the first one, and I was like, this isn't very good.
No, I don't like the Friday the 13th films so much. I like Halloween.
Halloween's alright.
Halloween's better. I like.
I like John Carpenter in general.
I like a Scream.
Mm.
Scream. Great. Important.
Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh yeah. Big Nightmare on Elm Street. First 3 at least. Fantastic.
Hellraiser. Hellraiser 2 as well. Don't discount Hellraiser 2 in my mind.
Hellraiser 2 has its merits.
Yeah. Hellraiser 2 is weird in a way that, like, Hellraiser shouldn't be weird, but it's weird in a way that I appreciate.
Scary Godmother.
Sorry?
Scary Godmother.
Is that a
That
decom?
is serious? Oh, Scary Godmother, like Fairy Godmother.
Yeah.
I'm smart.
Very, very scary
I know a lot of
movies. You can tell because scary's in the title.
Yeah. This Lotus, please be honest with me.
Uh-huh.
Is that a decom?
I don't know what this means.
Oh, Disney Channel original movie.
I think it's Cartoon Network original movie.
It does sound like a decom,
But basically,
actually,
it's in that beautiful, beautiful era where every single animated thing was mandated to be in 3D, so it's fugly as hell. It's one of the ugliest films I've ever seen, and I love it.
It's like their Little Red Riding Hood 3D movie, right? Remember that one?
No, that's Hoodwinked.
Hoodwinked.
Listen, for all the people in here who were not born in 1999, Hoodwink fucks super hard. And that is like as a child who loved Scooby-Doo more than anything, Hoodwinked was it. It's great. Everybody should watch Hoodwinked. I don't care how ugly it is.
I don't know, Lotus, you say that fucks, but I'm looking at pictures of Scary Godmother right now, and, like, there is definitely somewhere somebody has a fetish for this character. 1,000%.
Scary Godmother?
Yes.
Oh, 1,000,000%. I'm sure. You put a woman in a witch hat and people will fuck anything. But also, there's the other monsters.
gamer socks.
She's got them gamer socks. I'm sure somebody wants the werewolf too. He's like goofy. He's like a goofy, funny guy in pajamas.
I love it when guys are goofy and funny in their pajamas.
Exactly.
It's horrendous looking. Hoodwink, I've never seen. Hoodwinked 2, I've never seen. But Hoodwinked 2, I did work on. In
What?
the legal department.
Sorry?
Yeah.
What
You
were
work-
some of the legal challenges you faced on a Hoodwinked 2, spelled T-O-O if I'm remembering correctly?
I had never even I still have not graduated from college. I had finished 1 year. I knew nothing about the law or entertainment law, and I was somehow tasked with having to put together all these contracts for people.
Which people?
Like actors.
Little Red Riding Hood? Oh.
Like
I wish I could remember the cast.
Bill Hader was in it.
Okay.
I know, I remember. It was
Copy pasted someone else's contract and then looked at some stuff and like
right.
put
It
in.
was weird because somebody else voiced Wolf in the first one, but then they had Bill Hader. But he was as much
Bill
of a name
Hader?
then.
Bill Hader, the most recent movie that I've noticed that Bill Hader is in is Tremors 6, I think? Tremors 7? One of those.
You know what? This guy in this beast looks. I think Bill Hader could play this beast.
Oh, yeah.
Look
Oh,
at the
totally.
face. Bill could do this face.
Anyway,
But-
we should answer this one.
Well, just real quick. For this creature, Bill Hader is going to have to go through Andy Serkis for it, which I think is a tough challenge.
Oh, yeah. Andy Serkis would beat Bill Hader in a fist fight for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm being asked for clarification. I did not write the contract for the sequel for Hoodwinked. I compiled the first drafts for the contracts for the sequel for Hoodwinked.
What does that mean? What does compiled mean?
I mean, I Frankensteined them from other contracts I found
Okay.
saved in the computer.
Okay.
Inside the Hoodwink 2 computer.
That's writing sometimes.
That's right. It was very cute. It had lots of like little hills and mountains and gingerbread.
It was scented.
Was it really?
No.
Did Bill Hader sign with a scented marker?
Though. That office was so cold. Yes, I wrote Hoodwinked too. Let's just let the misinformation go wild. What manner of beast is this?
Wax House Baby. I'm going to say no one's quite sure.
I'm also going to say no one's quite sure. I'll agree.
5 more points for Lotus
Yes!
and Nerium. Oh, what's your team name called?
Our team name?
Yeah.
Uh...
Hoodwinked 3.
Hoodwinked 3. Hoodwink 3, written and directed by L. Behind Tears. Please don't forget the entire title.
Liquid Bread.
Oh, that doesn't change, right, huh?
Hoodwink 3: Liquid Bread.
That's the name of your team. Okay. This is by unknown Illuminator and Michael Lupi de Candiu. Sandiu? Spanish, active in Pamplona, Spain, 1297 to 1305. The scribe was Initial E.
E.
Deja vu.
The sequel to Initial D.
Deja vu. Deja vu. That's the new song that I wrote.
So this is like from something about an attorney with clients before a judge, but I zoomed in on just this little guy on the corner.
Oh, okay. Is this a real guy? Or is this supposed to be a statue?
Yeah, he was real
I
in
have no
real
fucking
life. He
idea
looked
what
just
this
like
is.
that.
I don't know. No one's quite sure. This is just like on the side.
You're
And
right.
the main illustration is about practicing law.
You're right. That's a good point. Oh, I thought maybe in law firms or something like that in the old-timey days they had little guys like this.
Little peacock bishops.
Yeah.
Do you think this is where K.A. Applegate got the idea for the aliens in popular children? This is I forget what they're called. What are they called?
Oh, the what are they?
The aliens.
Yerks?
Oh,
No, those are the
Andalites.
bad ones. Yes, this
Andalite.
is an andalite, just small.
It's a small
This is
Andalite.
this is a pygmy andalite.
Monster Sleep post small Andalite. This is an Andalite being like, this is what humans look like, right?
Yes,
Not
this,
fucked up
You
horses.
got it. This is what people look like on Earth.
this is
did all the
Prince
research.
Axe mid-morph baby. This is where K.A. Applegate got it all.
We should do something with Animorphs on the website.
I love Animorphs. I will do it in a
Become friends with K.A.
heartbeat.
Applegate.
We should get
We
K.A.
can.
Applegate on.
I think it was the second or third Animorphs book when it came out.
Mhm.
I was so excited because it came with
Yeah.
an iron-on transfer, so you can make your own Animorphs T-shirt.
That
And
rules.
Was like, Mom, I know I'm 8 and not allowed to use the hot iron because it will burn me, but this is the most important thing I've ever asked.
But if I Animorph into a salamander, I'll be immune to fire, and then I can use the iron.
Exactly.
I don't know who did. I think she maybe did it for me, but it was so faded, and I was like, "This is the coolest thing anyone has ever owned."
Yeah.
We
You
should
I was
right.
so
bring that
proud.
back.
I
You still
wore
have
it
it?
underneath my school uniform because I went to a school where you had to wear uniforms at that time,
Oh.
and I would like show it to people.
Fucking Elby.
So weird.
Elby going around with a trench coat flashing Animorph.
Like a Animorph shirt, yeah.
Flashing
you
that
still
fucked
have
up
that?
picture.
Do you still have that shirt somewhere?
No.
Oh. Do you remember what Animorph it was?
I
What
it was
animal?
book whatever was on. It was just a cover of book 2 or 3.
Wasn't
Yeah,
book
but the
two
covers were
Rachel
all,
turning
like,
into the
movies
cat?
Then it was book 3. Oh, it was
What
of
animal
course
was
it was book 3. It was book 3. Yeah.
What animal was it?
Why are you so sure?
It was Tobias. It was
Tobias
turning
turning
into
into
a
a
bird.
bird.
Yeah. Was he a falcon or a hawk?
He was the red-tailed hawk.
Red-tailed hawk.
Thank you, Lotus. It's
You're
been a very
welcome.
long time since I read this book.
Remember the one where they got blown up by a nuclear bomb and go to dinosaur times?
I do. Those were the Megamorphs extended series. Do you remember the one where Rachel turns into a starfish and then some little asshole kid cuts her arm off at the beach? So she's like, ah, fuck. So she turns into a person, but then her arm also turns into an arm and she's like, ew, gross. So she leaves, but because of starfish powers, it turns into a full-ass evil twin Rachel?
I do remember
That's
that.
early, too. That's like book 8. And there's 54 of those bitches.
That's 8. That's early. That's the 8th book in the
There's,
series.
they're like 200 pages.
I remember. If I remember
Yeah.
it, then it had to have been early because I didn't stay reading.
I
for
do
very
remember
long.
this though.
I read all of
100%
them.
Remember this. I also remember the
Well, they
prequel.
were already all out by the time you were.
Yeah, an adult
reading,
or
right?
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, by an adult, definitely. Well, they all had almost all of them in my school's
Young
library.
adult.
I think someone just donated them, but they
Yeah,
were missing
or-
like 2, and I had to go hunt them down at the local Barnes and Noble.
I had to wait for each one to come out.
Oh yeah.
Tough.
I really liked the one where it was like a prequel, where it was like about the Andalite the first main guy who dies at the beginning of the first book, but gives them all the powers when he dies.
Oh, that guy was so nice.
He was so nice.
The
But there was a
prince.
book about him where he meets a human lady, and he's like, "I'm gonna show you how we eat," and it turns out they eat through their feet.
They do. And then when Axe, who's the baby, who's his either nephew or younger
Nephew?
brother,
Yeah.
Um,
I think
they-
it's nephew, but, yeah.
yeah, they go to an early 2000s era mall, and he goes to Cinnabon because he's morphed into a human with a mouth for the whole time, and he's like, I can die. I will die. I'll eat so many cinnamon buns, I'll die right now. Because he loves them so much.
And this is him.
This is right before he died. What manner of beast is this?
It's very funny to me if this is a crocodile.
I mean, honestly, crocodile is what I'm leaning towards. I think it can't be a leopard because the spots are too important to its visuals.
Good point.
A bobcat?
It's got that curly tail. That it's got a big curly, thick, scaly tail. It's got like it's a lizard tail.
Right, critically, bobcats have bobbed tails. They're like little stubs.
Yeah. I think we can call it on this one. I think it's a crocodile.
I think that's a croc, Your Honor.
Baby, that's a crocodile.
Why don't you go ahead and give yourselves 5 more points? This is a man riding a crocodile.
I'm gonna-
1277 or after.
Or after. This is from last week.
Any crocodile
this.
from an illuminated manuscript is gonna be the best shit you've ever seen.
I love that. Do you guys know how to tell the difference between a crocodile and an alligator?
No, I do not.
So,
Well, one has a man on it.
yeah, one has a man on it. Alligators do not like to be ridden. Crocodiles have more teeth when their mouths are closed and they're pointier.
I
this
I
is-
used to know stuff like that because of the live-action Jumanji movie with Robin Williams.
I just know
Does he-
because they endomorphs.
I see.
Is Animorphs where you got your interest in animals?
No, when I was a kid, I have a sibling who's 6 years older than me. And so when they would choose cartoons that weren't SpongeBob, I was like, this is horse shit. So we would usually watch Animal Planet because we could agree on it.
Imagine,
That's very
just
funny.
Imagine you with your same glasses and like this outfit, they're very small. Like, that's horse shit, SpongeBob.
It's not that far off. There's several. My parents were potty mouths. My dad is Irish. There's many stories of me saying the fuck word as a very small child, but I couldn't really get in trouble because they knew it was their fault. You know?
We've moved on to this is what manner of beast is this? You will get 20 points if you get this right.
That's
There's no
Torterra.
multiple choice.
No multiple choice. Lotus, you and I should get this one because this is a flower monster.
I was gonna say Torterra.
Torterra? Yeah, it does look like a Torterra. You know, from
I'm
You can
Pokemon.
ask me
Yeah,
questions,
from
yes or
Pokemon.
no questions, and I will answer
Yes or no?
3 of
How
them.
many do we have? Oh, 3 of them? Okay,
Yes or no?
are we allowed to confer with ourselves before we officially ask the question?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
All right.
I want to ask if it's a mammal.
That is exactly what I was thinking.
It is a mammal.
It is a mammal. Okay.
Okay. I know what mammal I'm leaning towards, but everything
too.
is not what it seems, is the thing.
Right. That's the problem. What are you leaning towards?
A porcupine.
Same. Also leaning porcupine.
What else is spiky like this?
Hedgehog. And I think also
Hedgehog.
LB would find it very funny if they brought us a hedgehog because of Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's true. That's true. I
do
mean, it
like-
probably can't be a dinosaur, right? Or something?
Well, or
What's a
I
mammal?
said it was a mammal.
Oh, that's true. I
I'm
more
just
meant
trying
like
to
a prehistoric or like a made up thing from prehistoric
yeah.
bones.
You can ask. You have 2 more questions. You can ask me.
Yeah, should
Not
we
like a
ask?
mega sloth.
Yeah, can we ask? Is this like a modern animal? I suppose is that a good
Yeah.
question?
Does this animal still exist today?
Yes, it does. It very much still exists today, and it's real.
Oh, is this a razorback hog, maybe? This is not a question for you, LB. This is a question for Lotus.
Oh, like a boar or something.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
I feel like a
exactly.
boar they'd emphasize the
The snoot.
tusks and the snoot
Yeah.
a little more.
The little hooper.
Yeah,
Also, is that...
it's
No,
very
it's not.
hooved.
It's very hooved. It can't
It
be a
is a
horse. They
boar.
knew what horses looked like. We've seen them draw horses.
Yeah. Also, I think it would have longer legs even if it was a fucked up horse.
Unbelievable horse.
A really easy horse to ride. That'd be fun.
Ow! Or maybe those are like soft and you can kind of wedge your way in there.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't say how big it is.
You just insert
That's
one
true.
person on each spike and you can carry like 20 people that way. That's how they used to get around in old-timey times.
Can't
You
fall
have
off.
one more yes or no question you can ask me.
Yeah, I mean, what I'm thinking here is I don't know if this is a bush or a tree.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I think a boar and a porcupine are not that different in size, so I don't know how helpful that would be.
Oh, yeah, I get you. Also, like, they didn't know what... We've seen how they draw legs. They didn't know what
Right.
that was.
Do you want to ask if it has hooves?
That was. Yeah, I think that's a good one. That's a good one. Is it have
If it has
hooves or
hooves
paws?
in real life,
Yeah.
Is this technically have... Oh.
did you not think so?
Okay, we're fucked.
It's over.
I mean, I think you need to reevaluate the size
The size?
of this creature.
So it's much bigger?
And also do what I always say to do at Fanbite, which is follow your heart.
Follow your heart. So maybe it's a porcupine. Or a hedgehog.
I don't remember where hedgehogs are from.
I feel like this is easy if you know a specific
Emerald
medieval
Coast
belief
one.
about animals.
Oh.
Chat,
Because
what do
it's
you
like
think it is? I'm
it's
not
like
gonna
growing berries on its back or something. Because those berries are also in that bush or that tree or whatever.
Right.
And so like they thought that this animal also grew these things on it. Or
I was thinking it was that they, yeah. Or they rub up against it so the berries come off on them.
Maybe. Which almost makes me again think about like boar, because like boars like find truffles and that's like a thing. But that's like a real thing. That's not a medieval belief. That's a thing that pigs do.
Right. I don't know the specific medieval belief. I don't know if it's something
I don't know what
silly
it is either.
where they think if you put berries on every spine of a porcupine, you'll get a wish.
Yeah. It evolves into a genie.
Yeah. Y'all heard about that Digimon Survive? What's going on in there?
This?
Maybe we'll find out.
this is Agumon. Thank you.
Follow our hearts.
Should we do final answer porcupine?
Let's do porcupine.
Let's do porcupine.
You should have followed your hearts. It's a hedgehog.
Hedgehog!
Oh, my heart was porcupine is the thing.
Near knew that how much I wanted to put a hedgehog in this because of Sonic the Hedgehog. I really want to know what the medieval belief about hedgehogs is, though.
I have no fucking idea what that could possibly be.
I mean, it's impossible to say because it's got these weird hooves. It looks very large and it's not going fast.
Right.
But this is
Not
an
blue.
unknown illuminator, a hedgehog. 1277
Hedgehog
or
myth.
after.
In a Vep's legend, the female hedgehog appears in a creation myth.
Oh.
According to it, early on,
It
there
was a
no
hog
dry-
in the hedge.
Oh,
hog
fuck.
in the head.
You're
Get
right.
fucked, old people.
A hog in the hedge is
what manner
worth
of
two
beast
in
is
the
this?
bush.
Oh wait, there's another one.
Yeah, I have another. There's one last one that's also going to be worth. How many did I say it was me?
I think
10
20?
points?
That was 20, yeah.
20 points?
Because there's no multiple choice.
Yeah, 20 points.
Hmm.
What's this? What manner of beast is this?
What the fuck is it licking?
He has a buzz cut.
Is it a Wolverine?
Wolverine's a good guess. I'm also thinking perhaps some kind of puma. A large cat, perhaps. It's pretty
once again,
fucked up
You have three yes or no questions.
Oh yeah.
I don't feel like we need to ask if it's a mammal this time, probably.
No, I would maybe ask if it's a real animal or a fake one.
Yeah, I'm down for that again.
It's a real animal.
It's a real
Okay.
animal.
I'll even add on, it's one of the basics.
Oh, it's a
One of
bear.
the basics. Bear's
think it's a
pretty
bear.
good.
I think it's a really badly drawn bear because it's got it doesn't have the tail. And if you think of a basic animals, what you got? You got dog, you got cat, you got bear is up there.
Uh-huh.
You got snake,
Yeah, snake. Fish.
fish,
Horse.
woodpecker,
Yeah.
centipede,
Mm-hmm. Alligator gar.
alligator, red-tailed hawk,
Shouts to Tobias.
Pygmy
Starfish.
rhinoceros.
pygmy rhinoceros, hippo.
Definitely not a hippo. Too furry.
Not fat enough either.
Not
Earthworm.
fat enough either. Earthworm. Too many limbs.
Other dogs.
Possible.
Those are all the animals. I can't think of any more.
Right.
So, what do you think?
I think I want to lean bear, but we have more questions.
We have
so
more
let's-
questions. That's the thing.
Okay.
Now,
There's
Lotus.
also there's 2 more sections of this game and a bonus round.
Okay.
Oh, should we keep it push? Is that a signal to keep it pushing, perhaps?
Yeah, I did tell you to stretch it out a little bit. you thought you don't need to power out quite this much.
Well, the
Okay.
thing is, now we're invested in a way.
Yeah. You did a too good of a job.
I can do this as long as you want.
Let's think a good question. Can we?
I think a good question is: does this animal type love honey?
I was gonna ask if it's known for eating people.
We can do both. We have 2
Let's
questions
do
left.
both. Let's do honey first. Is this known for eating honey?
By whom? The medieval or us?
By us.
Yes.
Okay. Well, there we go.
So it's probably the badger.
What?
Okay, is it known by eating honey by us normal people or us people who know a lot about animals?
No,
and what
I
they
was just
actually
fucking
do?
around.
By normal
Okay.
people. People
do
who
badgers
read
really love
Winnie the
honey?
Pooh.
I think badgers like honey.
Who
Oh
doesn't?
yeah, because badgers are known for putting their entire faces and just getting stung by bees and not giving a shit.
That's
true.
Should we use our
It's
last
a-
question?
Yeah, I mean.
Do we have to be specific with what kind of one this is?
No.
Okay. I'll take a bear.
Let's take a bear.
Let's take bear.
20 points. It's a
Bear.
bear.
Yay! I should get that sound effect, huh?
1250 to 1260. Unknown Illuminator.
Lotus, don't get too attached to having sound effects because if you build a soundboard, people will get mad at you.
Well, if you build a soundboard of people's own voices, yeah, they'll get mad at you. You can build a soundboard of normal sound effects where you're not haunting people with their own voices.
That was like my first day at Fanbite, and it was really confusing. Still learning everybody's voices, and I was like,
It was so vexing.
What's
Near,
that?
yeah, Near stole our voices. I felt like the Little Mermaid.
I
But you,
missed that.
what doth he do?
"What doth he do?"
Okay.
What doth he do?
Oh,
A. Hunting boars. B. Symptoms of madness. C. Gathering acorns for pigs. D. No one's quite sure.
he doth not hit leg day. I can tell you that
oh.
much. What?
Shut the fuck up.
What? It's just a statement. I'd also, as the
Why
person,
do they look like that?
as the
Well,
person who's in
that's
charge of
really
audio,
bad.
I'd like to
Through them.
apologize to chat.
Oh.
What? For that really good joke?
No, I said as the person who's in charge of audio, I'd like to apologize to chat because I think I might have underestimated that one a little bit.
It's okay.
It's okay.
I think gathering acorns for pigs because I think he's using that stick to hit the trees to knock acorns out of the trees. For
I
pigs.
think so too. The pigs don't look very distressed.
No, they do not.
I will
They look
second
like-
that.
One of them is looking up, almost like he's opening his mouth, like you're trying to catch a snowflake, but he's trying
Yes.
to catch whole ass acorns.
This was the original pleading emoji. Is that your
Brother.
Brother, please give me thine
brother? Please make
acorns.
some acorns.
Acorn.
Yeah, that's 5 more points.
Yay!
Hell yeah. For both of you.
November
This is from the
calendar.
workshop of William Rillant, who was Flemish, died 1481. So this is later. This is like Renaissance. They knew more about animals then.
Okay.
This was a November calendar page titled
Wow.
"Gathering Acorns for Pigs."
I love art.
Sagittarius season is what is about this.
Gathering acorns for pigs. That's what the bow is for.
Exactly. What doth she do? Is she finding a hidden sword? Is she killing a guy? Is she being stopped from killing a guy? Or D, no one's quite sure.
I like how the guy's just like, that's a little uncomfortable. I don't know. I was gonna guess a baptism, but that's not on here.
Why is? But what? And also, it's a grown man. I guess grown people.
Well, grown
can
men
have
get
baptism.
baptized. Some of the most famous baptized people
Yeah.
were grown men at the time.
You're right, especially at that time. Yeah.
I was more thinking that they just didn't know how to draw babies.
They didn't, also.
Hmm.
They
What
did draw
is-
babies. They looked like
what-
this.
What is he in? Why is he in a barrel?
Well, they didn't have plumbing.
Okay, so Lotus, can you hear me out?
Uh-huh.
I think this is killing a guy. Or
think this
being
is
stopped
killing
from
a guy?
killing a guy. Because I think what's happened here is that a naked man has hidden inside of this woman's basket in her bedroom to watch her get undressed or something like that, like some kind of anime shenanigans, like a Hot Springs episode. And then she's like, go fuck yourself, I've got this sword, and is coming to kill him for that act.
That does make sense because she's royal, so normally she'd have someone doing it for her.
Right.
So it's either not hostile or sudden, right?
But she's got her Tony Yayo in the back here, hyping her up, being like, yes, do it.
Do it.
This is how Tony Yayo sounds. Do it. 50, do it.
Yeah, if it was a hidden sword, like what would this be, like a nymph, an imp emerging from the basket to deliver thine sword?
I mean, I get that did happen a lot back then.
That's what I'm thinking.
Finding a hidden
Just
sword.
queens getting random swords seems right.
The interesting thing about this to me is that it does look like the sword is coming out of the. You see the crisscross in the background on the background pattern. The sword is behind the crisscross.
So you think she kind of pulled it out of the wall like an escape room?
Yeah.
Is this a ye olden escape room?
Right. You have to kill a guy every time you want to leave the escape room.
Yeah.
There's like you have to really commit.
We joke, but that sounds like some shit English nobility would do.
Oh my god, they still do.
They still do it. I'm leaning
That's what the
towards
queen has
finding the
been busy
hidden
with.
sword. No, the thing is, this time it was her turn.
Oh shit. Yeah, I'll go with Lotus. I'll say finding a hidden sword.
No points. Yeah, this is
Ah,
the
damn.
King of Ireland restrained from killing Tristan.
Was
From
he doing a Hot Springs episode?
Tristan and Isolde. I don't know that story.
Tristan is old in this photograph?
No, Tristan and Isolde.
Isolde,
Oh.
like the movie
It's a-
Tristan and Isolde.
It's an old story, old timey story.
I see.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know.
like 1998, I think. Like that movie came out a while ago.
1998. Yeah.
Pretty old. Older than SpongeBob.
When did SpongeBob came out?
What does
1999.
this bird monster do?
Oh.
Is it A, the torment of murderers, B, the torment of unchaste monks and nuns, C, the torment of unbelievers and heretics, or D, the torment of thieves?
I don't see any stolen stuff so far. Critically. I guess you don't know what somebody did if they're whole booty ass naked, no shit on them.
But the
No?
booty ass naked person looks like they're maybe a woman just because of the hair being kind of back in like a low bun. So I'm wondering, and that makes me think nuns. Because old timies, they couldn't conceive of the fact that like women could do things like murder or thief. They could only think of nuns.
They also didn't have short hair for anyone.
Well, I'm not saying
Yeah.
short hair. I'm
Like
saying,
hair.
I'm saying it's like tied back. I
Oh,
think
I
it's
thought
a
it-
lot of hair tied.
I thought it was like a bowl cut.
Oh.
Just kind of hereish.
I would
Bumped
not put
ends.
too much stock in these people's abilities to accurately draw haircuts.
Right. I guess. Also, quick question: is the bird shitting blood?
does look like that.
Do you want me to? So, everybody, if you don't want to hear a graphic description of what this is, mute it, and I will put my hands up like this when it's safe to unmute. Okay, but starting now, mute. So what's going on here? Here's what I can tell you that won't spoil it. Is the bird monster is eating so whoever the bird monster is tormenting, the process is eating the people, expelling the people, and then eating them again over and over again forever.
Okay. That's what the pool makes it look like.
Yeah. And the blood is I think because it's
People?
just a challenging digestion process. Okay, we good?
Yeah.
Hello, we're back.
I mean, I feel like they'd come up with something a little bit more creative for unchaste nuns or like unbelievers.
I did not give the full details on what is going on in this torture process. because the full details would give it away.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, because it looks like they're getting like cut in half or something like that. Like you see the way that like
They really get got. Yeah.
They really get got, and they really get got in a way that is very specific to the crime.
they're getting drowned.
So I could not describe it to you in the.
Oh, do you
It's
think
like
it could be thieves? Didn't they used to cut people's hands off if they stole stuff? So maybe if you super steal stuff, they just cut you in half.
Yeah, you don't have
With a
hands,
bird.
You're cut in half.
Yeah,
True.
well, you do, but you know.
No, because crucially the brain is stored in the lower half.
But the heart
Yeah.
is stored in the hands.
Remember Buzz Lightyear of Star Command, the animated series that was based on Buzz Lightyear before the movie came out, the new movie about Buzz Lightyear, but it was like about the like Buzz Lightyear was like a space cop and he had that like sexy lady who was like his partner or whatever, but then he also had like the big friend guy who was like on his team, and that guy couldn't be got by like brain stuff or being shot in the head because he had a second brain in his butt. I'm kind of thinking of a situation like that.
Mm-hmm. And we evolved out of the second brain.
Honestly,
Right.
Tanner,
Like the starfish.
you're
girl.
not right, but you're weird. You're in the right spirit of things.
Do you think then it might be
Anatomically speaking?
unchased? Separate the
unchased.
dinkle and the brain?
Separate the dinkle. Yeah, I'm gonna go B. Lotus. What do you think?
Well, I'll go with unchased with you.
Yeah.
That's 5 points.
Yay!
So what's actually happening is they're somehow all of them getting pregnant
Oh.
Oh, huh?
by being eaten by this giant bird.
Like a
The men and
reverse
women
alien.
are getting pregnant both.
Oh. Okay.
I don't really understand, but it is. I read the whole description. It's very confusing, and there's a lot of strange anatomy going on. So yeah, there you go. This is
Okay.
also not Dante. This is from
Simon.
just some fucking guy
Yeah,
who's like,
Simon.
I also went to hell. Hello. Is it Simon himself?
Simon
Is the
Marmion.
Illuminator? But yeah, this is it. This was some Flemish dude was like, I also went to hell, and here's what happened to me. I went with an angel instead of my favorite author.
Right.
Mm.
Okay. What else did they do?
Oh.
Okay. Well, that's Mac tonight on the right, so
Right.
that one's easy.
So A is scaring children, B receiving punishment for their sins, C being normal, or D no one's quite sure.
Being normal.
I do like that they appear to have socks on, like fancy socks.
Yeah, it's
They
the
have
one thing that
lingerie.
they're wearing. Also, somebody was really like, well, these guys need to be naked, but I'm not going to draw the dinkle, so I am going to just create this sort of strange flesh sack that goes all the way down and back
All
up
the
again.
way
in the
down,
back
not
and
just a
behind.
mound, all the way down.
No, all the way down.
Kind
They're
of a
like-
long pelvis situation.
Yeah.
This is when people started getting horny for thigh gaps because they were like, I've never seen a thigh gap in a picture before. So
That's true.
because of all these, people are painting it over.
I mean, like the guy on the left, I'd believe scaring children. The guy on the right seems like he's just hanging out.
He does seem like he's hanging out, but he doesn't seem like I wouldn't be happy if my mouth did that. So that seems like a punishment for the sin.
You see, I was thinking more like it's when in a cartoon a monkey eat a big banana.
Oh, he's eating a big banana.
So then that would imply the opposite of scare and punishment.
Well, that would be normal then, right? That would be being
Right.
normal.
That would be being normal.
What
On
do you
the
think?
left, maybe being normal playing baseball, which was famously invented way back then.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, old baseball.
Old
Medieval baseball
baseball.
was just like a steak.
Yeah, they could only get players like this that didn't have whose heads were in their chests because the balls famously just kept like hitting people in the head too bad and hurting them. So they had to get guys like this.
The Hunchback
I
of Notre
would-
Dame was really good at baseball.
Mm-hmm. He's great. He would just like
So
catch
he
it
actually-
on the hunt, and it would like whoop, it would like swing back, and he would like catapult it back to his friends.
Mm-hmm.
What he did that was really amazing is he'd call his shot, he'd point, he'd hit the baseball, and it would hit the bells at Notre Dame. Because he had to go out there and do it. Because
Incredible.
It was a baseball.
love
I
that
will
movie.
tell you that this is the image that made me want to do this game.
Okay.
I just thought to myself, I really want to make my friends describe these images to me.
I'm tempted to say being normal. I really am.
Yeah, I'll go with you. I'll say being normal.
Because, like, even trying to draw normal
Okay.
there's you more fucked up guys than this.
Here's the thing, though. I did say this is a no one's quite sure, but I'm still going to give you points for being normal. Because these are just described as a headless man with a face on his chest and a man with a large underlip.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it is just kind of, I'm going to say I'm wrong and you're more right than I was.
Like 2.5 points?
No, I'll give you the full 5.
Hell yeah.
Wow.
You
You're
deserve
so
it.
kind.
You deserve it. Because they're totally, you're right, you have me convinced they're totally being normal.
Normal for them.
Great
It's
job
just,
in
you know.
what doth they do. The what
It's like
they do
all kinds, you know.
section.
It's like Nintendo always says there are many kinds of people in the world. It's like Mario, and you know how like Mario
Who's not
is
normal
like,
critically, but...
No, he is normal.
No, he's
He's just
Italian.
different. Oh, that's true.
Not anymore.
Oh, you're right.
What is
Now
he
that
now?
Christopher's playing him.
Oh, right.
We're getting into the shorter ending sections.
Okay. You want to do
That's it.
rapid fire? Or do you want to just like boom, 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 boom on these?
No, I think we can continue at this pace. I think we're doing well. I'm just letting you know. This is part 3. What art those? What art those? A. A map of the world. B. Levels of hell. C. Seasons. Or D. No one's quite sure.
This is the Team Envy Esports logo,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
is the thing.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So, but that's not an option right now. Well,
Well, the
they
thing is,
wouldn't have been
if
sure
I
that that's
didn't know what it was, I would have said no one's quite sure, and it didn't say in the description.
Okay.
Right.
So, no one's quite sure is also none of the above.
Right.
Yeah.
If it were seasons, it'd be 5, right?
Why?
'Cause
Sorry?
there, you know, if we do the little gaps, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, I thought you were saying that there aren't enough seasons because there are 5 seasons in the world. And I was like,
Yesterday, I told Lotus very bluntly that Lotus plus LB plus Nerium equals 4 people.
LB
Confidently.
DM'd me because I was asking to make sure the stream was set up correctly, and they said, "Well, it's gonna be me, you, and Near, so we're gonna have 4 people." And I stared at my computer screen for probably a solid 2 minutes, where I'm just waiting, and I said, "Uh-huh."
I like, this wasn't a thing where I just said it. I was like, okay, do we need a 4th person for couch surf? And I'm like, no, we don't, because we've got me, Miriam, and Lotus. That's 4.
Mhm.
And then I said that to Lotus. Lotus. So, I mean, I understand. It's the medieval mindset, I'm going to say. The medieval grind side is not knowing
Mhm.
what anything is.
I'm gonna say, I honestly, despite all that, I think maybe map of the world.
You think? Did
I
they?
don't-
Would they draw it as a circle though?
Well, but it's not though. It's a circle around flat things. You know?
I thought those were for decoration. I don't say
Honestly,
no
Lotus.
one's quite sure.
Okay, maybe nobody's quite sure.
Maybe no one's quite sure.
All right, I'll once again follow Lotus's lead on this one.
Should not have doubted yourself. It's a map
Damn.
of the world.
Wow.
1277 or after.
I'm sorry, Near.
All right, I'm not gonna trust Lotus anymore. Luckily,
I
I've
did know
got a
the world
4th
was
host
round.
to help me.
Right, LB2.
Yeah, they knew the world
It's
was
not a
round.
good map, though. Christopher Bird points out it's a very shitty map. It's a shitty map. Okay. Hark, Angel, what art those?
Is this the finish
Oh.
guy again?
Yeah, it's kind of the same vibe.
Statues of great men and women of the past,
Past,
some good
some
sayings.
good saints, a mural of scientists and philosophers, or the wall of heaven where the bad but not very bad are in temporary discomfort.
It would not be more mural of scientists and philosophers because they didn't believe in those. The wall of heaven where the bad but not very bad are in temporary discomfort.
A little bit of purgatory action.
Yeah, a little bit of purgatory action where you get like put into the wall like the Double Dragon animated series where when the shadow boss was like, you failed me for the last time, he would take his big stick out and then he would grab them with his magic energy and then he would put them in the wall and then be like, no! And then they'd be like stuck on the wall. And
The
that
thing
was how he
is-
punished people.
they look very pious, wouldn't you say?
They do look pretty pious. Well, two of them look pretty pious. I don't know about the other.
Maybe across the board, they end up being pious.
The one on the far left looks like they are looking to their left. They're like looking at the other people like, hey, you guys dealing with this?
You guys gonna pray with me?
Yeah, maybe they're praying to be like, hey, let me out of this wall.
Right, and only 2 of them are like really committed to the idea of repentance.
Yeah. Well, they got there first. It takes the other guys some time.
Fucked up to put them so far apart if they were the only ones there.
Yeah, that's true. Well, it wouldn't be discomforting if they, had a friend.
Oh, you think it's not like a toilet urinal situation where they did it to be polite?
Oh, yeah, it's probably a toilet urinal situation because when you're stuck on the wall, you can't get up and leave. So
Right.
they are just constantly like, we can't see it on our end, but
No.
their butts are hanging out the other side.
You
of
could
this
see it
wall.
on their end.
Yeah, right. The rear end.
Exactly. I am leaning towards the discomfort, but they're dressed so nice.
They are dressed very nice.
I believe this is like kind of early Renaissance, not medieval anymore.
Early
That
Renaissance.
helps. Most of the stuff is not quite medieval though. But this is if you look at the proportions of these people, they look very human and normal.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
a lot more normal. I mean, I feel like they're people because they have people skin visible.
Yeah.
Not
No,
a
I'm not
muralless
saying they
statue.
aren't people. I'm just saying in terms of like if time frame makes any difference.
Oh no, yeah, this is my train of thought. Is that they have human skin tone, so I feel like they're not statues or murals, probably.
That's a good call. I might lean towards D.
I am as well. The wall of heaven where the bad but not that bad, or in temporary discomfort?
Is that your answer?
Final answer.
Final answer.
Yeah,
Yay!
I just love that.
It's Simon again!
What a good thing. I could not put that in. It was so... The wall of heaven where the bad but not very bad are in temporary discomfort.
Yeah.
You're just there for... That's great. So this was by Simon Marmion, that same Flemish guy who was like, what if I
Yeah.
went to hell too? That's a literal name.
And
If
then
you-
later
it-
on...
No,
says it
yeah,
right
I
here.
see
Wait, is it
that
really?
right there.
That's literally what it's that. I copied it word for word. I didn't even change the casing. I was like, oh god, these are the cases. These are all capitalized.
I
thought-
suspected such a thing, but I thought it might be an extended bit that you had with yourself while creating it. So I
That is
said, I
something
can't
I
just
would do.
assume.
I would do that.
When you said that was really the name, I thought you meant that the name of his book was "What If I Went to Hell Too."
What if I went to hell too?
But number 2 is the sequel.
The sequel to Hell.
Uh,
The sequel to Hell could be the same thing, except the L's are capital I's.
round of bonus.
I'm so glad you liked round of bonus. Okay, we got 2 more things.
All right.
What letter is this? It's for 100 points.
100? I
Yeah,
feel like the
what
power
letter is
creep
this?
is coming.
That's an 8. Like
I was gonna say a Q.
Q. That's a good one. That's a good guess.
Because they used to draw the curly with the cursive. It could also be a G?
Now it does.
Right.
There is literally a C right next to it,
And an O, though.
and an O.
I mean, unless
O
that's
could just be
something
like
else.
Stain or something. Yeah.
That U could be a horseshoe.
Are you asking if that's an O?
On the side, yeah.
That's an O.
That's an O. C-O. Co.
Cool.
Wait. Okay. So is it like
What
a
are
thing
the
where
guys in there? Are they rabbits?
I think there's a dragon in there.
Yeah.
They've got some dogs. Just mostly dogs. I'm seeing. These
Is this, could this be an O and this is the Ouroboros? Because dragon eating itself?
I think
But
that might be
Ouroboros
there's a
is
man
not.
here?
That's not a letter.
Wait, it starts with O.
B? Is it like a capital B? Because it's like that. You know what I mean? Is it sideways? Is it a W? Q is not a bad one.
I might. There's a lot of spiraling and such going on,
Yeah.
which is why I'm maybe leaning towards an O, because like infinite loops and that and whatnot.
Now, spirals were big for monks. because they like to
Oh!
use them for monk meditation.
Oh! It's a cool S. It's the original cool S. It's a cool S.
Say that also.
It's a cool S. It's an S. I know this. It's an S that is spiraling in on itself at the top and the bottom.
I'll say S. I'll go with the original cool S.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final
So-
answer.
I'm so sorry. It's a C.
Fuck
There was no way you were gonna get this. Like there was
not,
nothing
though.
like a C. That's not a letter C. It is in no way a letter C.
It's like
Unfortunately, it does say unknown illuminator, inhabited initial C. It's the initial? C,
Initial?
1153. Yeah, because you get the big C starting out the text. It's an illuminated manuscript. There's no it's just they were going fucking hog wild.
Yeah. They were out back steakhouse back then.
interesting.
Yeah, they were high or in a trance or just vibing. I don't know.
Maybe
what
all
the deal
three.
is. Maybe all three. Okay. The final question. Illuminate this. Do your best to describe this image. There are no wrong or right answers.
Okay.
This is Imran trying to deliver the news that Dragon's Dogma 2 is real before the actual announcement.
Good answer. Good answer.
Good answer! Good answer! That's my favorite shit in the world. Show me kill. Oh, I love that program.
I have not watched that program in a while, but the one, the perfectly cut social media tweet that they did that ends with the crowd just going, "Gay lovemaking," is one of my favorite things in the last 10 years.
It's very good.
This is a Zoid from this TV series Zoids. This is like a late era Zoid where it's like a human has morphed with its own Zoid to make like a or a techno-organic being that is half Zoid, half man. And they have cast a spell on like their subordinate, their Starscream-like second in command, to turn them into a big gun.
Gun.
Yeah, it's like a big gun, made of dragon, like made to look like a dragon because it's more anime and cool that way. And all the bullets for the gun are stored in kind of in a sack at the end of the gun. And when you need more bullets, you just lift this. You kind of like you cup the bottom of the sack and you tip it upwards, and the bullets pour into the gun, and it shoots more bullets out. And they're standing on a pagoda.
Oh, a pagoda.
I'm gonna read you some ones from chat.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I do think that I said there are no wrong or right answers. There is actually. I decided a right answer, and it is CRISPR Bird saying rebooting my snake. Yes. So 100 points to CRISPR Bird for rebooting.
Congratulations.
That's it. That's the game. Thank you so much for playing. Great job. This is just a guy that while St. John the Baptist is being beheaded somewhere else on the page. I don't know what
By the way, St. John the Baptist was getting beheaded somewhere, but that's not important.
It's not. What's this guy doing there? Why is he acting? Yeah, that's the game. Thank you so much for playing my
Thank
game.
you, LB.
Great job getting 55 points.
Hey, I don't want to distress anybody, but we've been going for an hour and a half. I think. Oh, so what do we get
Great
for
job stretching my game.
You're welcome. LB was worried it wouldn't be long enough for anyone who's
That's very
confused.
And yet we went for 3 segments worth of stuff.
I'm so sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. That's great. I mean, honestly, we could call the show right there. I'd be happy with that. But I actually do want to see Lotus's game.
We should
So-
probably go to a BRB real quick.
Go to a quick break.
Reacclimate ourselves. Everybody get water. Maybe stretch a little.
Yeah, we can do that. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much for listening, and thank you, chat.
Of course.
You're all the best.
All right. We'll be back soon, everybody. And we return.
Hello, we have returned
Hello.
to
Hello.
a new game, an actual, but a video game, not a game. I mean, the game we played was on video, so I guess in a sense that does count as a video game.
That's true.
Yeah,
It was
it's a video
delivered
game.
from video to my eyeballs, but this is a different kind of video game.
Yes.
Please heed the content warnings and stuff in chat. This is a horror game, a dark comedy. There's gonna be some fucked up stuff, maybe some gore, maybe some murder, maybe a monster or two. I don't know. This is made, well, this is a demo, first of all, I should say, by Black Tabby Games, the developers of Scarlet Hollow, which I also love very much. And they were like, we're going to announce...
They're in chat right now.
Oh, they're in chat. Hi. It's probably
Hello.
Tony. Hi, Tony. And if not, then hi, Abby. But they were like, do you want a demo for the game? And I was like, yes. Absolutely, I would. Exclusive.
World exclusive.
World premiere. So yeah, I'm excited. Obviously, again, be sure to check out those links. If you are of a sensitive disposition, get bothered easily by these things. And also, if our webcams end up covering something, I'll do my best to move them, but it's a big pain in the ass. Just so you know.
The biggest thing is not the visual in this game. To me, personally, as a fan of the Magnus Archives, it is the fact that this game is narrated by Jonathan Sims, because I was watching the trailer for this game the other day, and I was like, wait, that voice sounds familiar. And I was like, oh, it's the guy from the program.
Yeah, I mean, there's some heavy hitters. There's them, and then there's also the illustration done by Abby Howard, who is doing a bunch of stuff. Not obviously including Scarlet Hollow, but pretty well-known illustrator if you're in the scene. And so, yeah, why don't we get started and see what the vibe is?
Hell yeah.
Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
Confused Pig in the 11 in the chat. The sequel to Slay the Spire took an unexpected direction.
And at the end of that path is a cabin.
This is really weird to listen to me,
For you,
as
yeah.
somebody who has enjoyed that radio drama.
Yeah, let me turn up that audio just a pinch. I think I have it.
Please.
Maybe a little bit quiet. Oh, I may have to take a second here. Whoa, look at that. What is these called? Parallax?
Oh yeah, it's like parallax scrolling. Yeah, a little bit.
Neat. I will
Or,
turn up the narration in a moment, y'all.
Tilt shift. I think.
Unless I can. Aha, I can do it from here.
I think the effect might be called tilt shift, but like parallax
Tilt
scrolling was
shift.
the specific like Super Nintendo technology or something like that. I forget.
I'm just kind of.
Oh,
that.
yeah. I don't know if you said this, Lotus. I apologize if I missed it, but they're both streaming.
Oh, work. Hello,
Or
everybody.
not streaming. They're both in chat.
You're here to
I'd love to
slay
see
them.
it.
Abby.
If you don't,
Both Black Tabbies are
it
in
will be
chat.
the end of the world.
Aha, the end of the
shit.
world. What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad. Can't someone else do this? Fuck
I'm
this.
that one. That's me. Let's do this. I have to.
Okay, now here we go. Sweet, I've always wanted to offer Monarch Viva la Revolution. That's my choice right there.
From what I know of playing Scarlet Hollow, we can do maybe not all, but probably all of the explore options without committing to a decision.
Ooh, okay.
Should we do? Can someone else do this? Can somebody
I'm
else?
the only one who could pull this off.
Aw,
I don't
What?
make the rules. I wish I did, but I don't.
That is
what?
fucking me up.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The Magnus Archives is a podcast, LB. It's a horror radio drama type thing.
Okay.
And this guy is the main character in that, and that line that he just said is like extremely like a thing that would be said on that show.
Yep.
So this is like me not having to change the voice actor language in Fire Emblem because
Yeah.
Claude Fire Emblem made me want to eat McDonald's.
Yeah, it's exactly like that.
Okay, got it.
Also, there's a lot of fanfic about it.
Just like a lot of fanfic in my mind about me eating McDonald's.
The fanfic is I really want to eat some McDonald's. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Maybe slightly interrupted by some garage noises here, so feel free to just tell me which options y'all two want.
Okay.
I think I'll go with the end of the world. What are you talking about? And then we'll see. From
That's
there.
good. We do want
I'm
to know
talking
about that.
the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no
No.
more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put
That's
an end
debatable.
to her.
The princess is problematic? Say no more. Give me the sword.
I'll fucking cancel you.
I'll cancel you,
Apparently,
sister.
voice and music are still pretty quiet.
They're still pretty
according
quiet?
to the
Okay.
devs who made it.
Turn that below. It's the way that audio communicates from the computer to me and then to the stream. Can get a little sticky.
Thank you for the help.
Thank you.
After choices.
And then,
Unseen
if that
text.
starts to take over, I'll be in here.
I've opened an unseen text and seen the outside of the world.
Yeah?
That's my thing, yeah. That's what I
That's
do
your
now.
thing, yeah?
Near,
Wow.
there's a request of what's on your shirt.
What's on my shirt? It's Ultraman.
Oh.
Ultraman. First time chat from Riff Goose wants to know about Ultraman.
Oh, I didn't see this one. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Or do we want the Viva la Revolucion?
That's what I want, but you're the one driving, Lotus.
I feel
can make
the
choices.
thing is I'm driving, but this is our character, right? So we're kind of all aren't we all driving? Aren't we inside outing this character?
Obviously, every single time that I'm driving a car and somebody else grabs the wheel from me, I say, we're both driving.
No, we all have one
Are there
hand
any
on
more
the wheel.
Explorer options?
Yeah, we have a
we
few
can
more
do?
explore up here at the top.
I want to know. Okay, how can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? I want to know that.
Don't
That's a good one.
linger on the specifics.
Okay,
Well,
well, that's
Jump
ominous.
Okay, well, I don't
Get
like
in there
that.
and do what needs to be done.
Albie's like, I've had enough of your attitude.
Yeah, I'm not the mood to follow his orders.
Eh,
Okay?
Yeah,
The
let's
narrator.
waving it away. No.
Do you have any evidence to
would-
back this up? Source?
Have you considered that maybe?
Source!
Source?
You've
You're
never
already
seen
on the path that leads to the cannon. Why would you go there if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
A great way to put it. You walk so far. Just kill her. Come on.
What? Do you want to waste that? Do you want that all to have been a waste of time? I don't think so.
What, you think it was just cardio? Come on, nobody
you-
likes cardio.
You walked downstairs to the kitchen. Are you going to not make a sandwich before you go back upstairs? You have to go back upstairs anyway. You might as well go with a sandwich.
That's strengthening the argument. Okay, Viva la
Okay.
Revolucion. You're right.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Spirit.
I can probably turn up the voice even more, honestly.
You make your way up the short
Oh,
path
it got
to the
louder,
cabin.
actually.
You'll find the princess.
I like this art.
It's really good.
I really
love.
like this art.
I'm always a sucker for like a gentle animation, like the wiggly line, just kind of
Yeah.
moving but not really.
Squiggle vision.
Squiggle vision, yeah. I always do. So I keep going to the menu, y'all. I'm just gonna let's just put that all the way.
Yeah, voice is probably the most important thing for this specific thing.
Oh, for sure. Sound, regardless of what volume the sound is at, it will scare me, so it can stay where it is.
Sure,
That's the
yeah.
thing.
A
That's the
warning
thing.
before you go any further.
Okay.
Save your game
Right in my
because this is the
ears.
point of Tomo Return. You'll have to restart at New Game Plus.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do
Huh.
everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Why is the princess in a cabin in the woods?
Where do you put your princesses?
We're not going to go through with
We-
this, right? She's a princess.
Oh,
We're
this is
supposed to
us.
save princesses, not slay them.
That's us.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Sorry, wasn't that character just talking to himself a second ago?
Yes, I think so.
Okay, just making sure.
Proceed
Ignore
into the
him.
cabin.
But that's the same voice.
Let's go.
Oh, this is cool. Like, I like the way this looks.
Mm-hmm. Good vibes. Well, bad vibes, but presented
Yeah,
well.
bad vibes.
Area of the
That's
cabin
the
is
thing.
almost entirely bare.
It looks a
The
little
air
bit
is
like Scary
stale
Stories
and
to tell on
musty.
the dark
The
covers.
floor
Like,
is
not all the way,
a
but
fine
like
layer of dust.
enough
The only furniture
that
afloat
like I'm getting
is
a vibe.
plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
See this? I know how RenP works. I saved the game.
Mm-hmm. Renpy?
The program that this is made in. It's kind of
Oh, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
you know,
No,
you're playing an
okay.
RPG Maker horror game. You go, I need to save. I know how
Yeah.
RenP works. I'm gonna save right now.
Look, I didn't know that's what it was called, Lotus,
Mhm.
but I have played several
Blade
games
is
using
your
this exact loadout,
Mhm.
so I know.
You
I
need to
get
do
you.
what's right.
Do we want to do it right?
I get you.
Yeah. You want the blade, or should we just go in?
Grab the blade.
Yeah, we should arm ourselves.
Yeah,
Always
Better
good to have
You
a
take
knife.
the blade from the table.
Better to have it and not
Honestly.
need it than
It'd
need
be
it and
rather
not have it, you know?
difficult to slay
That's
the
true.
princess and save the world without
that's how I know you're rural as fuck. Because you said that exact phrase about a
I'm
knife.
not, I live in the city.
Didn't you
I've
grow up on a
always lived-
farm?
I did grow up in farms, yeah. Well,
The city they live in is Fargo, North Dakota.
Right.
listen,
Listen.
it's,
Enter the
I've got
basement.
a Walmart here.
That makes it a city.
Fargo, North Dakota has
The door to the basement creaks open,
123,550
revealing a
people.
staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen
And then
light
there's
in the room
Moorhead
below.
and West Fargo
This is
and
an
Horace all
oppressive
next to it.
place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
That's really judgmental.
Her
I
voice carries up the stairs.
She probably shouldn't have been poor. That's on her.
Place probably sucks.
Who's there?
Oh, it's up here.
Uh-oh.
It's commanding. Almost as though she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi!
Hi is very funny.
Hi!
Hey, what's up?
Just checking in on you.
How you doing?
Hi. I'm gonna say hi.
Need me anything?
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Hi.
You walk down the
Hey.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist.
I don't
binding
think this
her
is
to
scary.
The far wall of the
She
basement.
No.
seems nice.
Yeah, she seems
Oh,
pretty
okay.
nice.
That's probably fine then.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus
Give
on the
her a
task
sweater.
at hand.
Sorry.
Give her a sweater.
Are you here to kill me or something?
That's a
Aw.
weird question to ask a person.
I gotta say, I'm getting more suspicious. What? No.
Yeah, hubba what?
You caught me. I'm here to slay you. I like.
No.
I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk, steal your nerves, and step forward. How are we feeling?
Fact finding is usually good. I'm just here to talk.
I'm just here to talk.
Just here to talk.
Albie looks like they're thinking.
I don't know who our character is yet, so I don't know what the right thing to do is.
Okay,
So I
let's-
trust both of you.
Let's do. I'm just here to
Okay.
talk. Yeah.
So, why'd you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it and then we can chat?
It's a fucking dungeon, lady. Like, what if the person who put you here comes back or something like that? What if
I like a knife.
I like a knife?
Absolutely not.
I mean,
She
this is
makes
an
a compelling
heirloom.
point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't
That's
you dare.
And
Probably
she turns into a werewolf or something.
Yeah.
She's
I'll
chained
put
to a
until
wall
then.
at least.
It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone
it
in
is
cold blood
unbecoming.
isn't very becoming of us.
It's not very cash money of you. How do we feel? Drop it, tighten your grip.
Titan. Again,
Okay,
have it
apparently
not
my
need it.
camera is
Uh,
obscuring the dialogue choices.
The problem is, it is obscuring the dialogue choices. However, if I move it to the other side of the screen, it will obscure her spoken dialogue.
What if you move it down closer to my camera so that it's at least not obscuring all of the dialogue choices? It'll
That's a
only obscure the ones below, and then when we're scrolling, it's not an issue anyway.
That's true. I didn't think of it much because we read them. Let me just give me 1 moment.
Also, she is only partially chained. Tranquil Blue points out, and it's a long chain, and I think we should keep this knife.
Yeah, we should keep the knife.
I guess.
I just think it's good to have a knife.
It's good to have a knife.
I would agree. I'd agree with that assessment. Knives are
Even if
good,
you're not-
says
if you're not
Fanbridge.
What
telling
if the
anybody, I
package
need knives.
comes? I need to open it.
What if a
Exactly.
or a letter, a particularly complex letter.
Yeah.
Ask her if she's expecting a fucking, Schwann's delivery or something.
Schwann's doing
I worked in shipping and receiving for so long that I always want to have a utility blade on me.
That's fair. Okay, so we'll tighten our grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the
See, you hear that foley of that leather glove?
Yeah.
That was good.
That was nice.
Poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
Well, I
Well-
mean, you gave given a good reason now.
You step forward. Your grip on the
I
blade
didn't say to
tightens
step
with steel
forward.
resolve.
Yeah, that's taking away player agency,
I'm-
game.
I'm
I'm
probably
good
chained
back
up in this
here.
basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
No, people throw knives all the time.
But we only have one.
We just want to talk with a
So-
knife in my hand.
You should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing.
No, she's kind of sitting
She's
far
armed.
away. It's kind
If
of
you
hard to
hesitate
tell
now,
what her
it'll be
expression
too
is like.
late. End this.
They can feel it in the air. How do y'all feel? I'm not dropping
What
the
if we
blade,
just-
drop the blade, slay the princess.
What if you just hit it? What if you
What
just
if we just
fucking
kill
go for
her?
it?
What if
Yeah.
we just do I'm sure it'll be easy, right?
I'm sure it'll work out fine.
Yeah.
It'll be easy and everything will be fine. Let's just slay the it's what the game is called. It's probably one of those games where you just like do it, right?
Yeah, like in
That's
Braid.
the
when you
title of
just-
the game.
Braid,
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Let's just slay the princess.
Me nudging my date.
Doubts,
That's what the game is
unfortunately,
called.
clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
That's the princess.
Well, look at our arm. We got like stuff on
Oh
us.
yeah.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Not my jaw.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured.
Normal punch things. Normal things
Holy
for
shit,
people when
that
they
hurts.
punch.
Mm-hmm.
Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
We should have spec'd more into like Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists
Wait,
connect
are we
with
a
your body
dragon?
many times or more.
I don't know, I
each
was it
impact
looks
as
like
heavy as that
scales.
first bone
Yeah, I think we
crushing
might be a
hit.
dragon.
I didn't see our claws before though. Now we look
Yeah,
a little
these
bit
seem to
more
be new.
claw-like.
Oh,
We can still
I
do
didn't
They're
know
not
it
even
was-
in the first panel.
Oh yeah, that's true.
And they
It
pop
developed
out.
over time.
Right.
Interesting.
With a kick.
With the anger, the dragon
Finish
keeping
the
the
job.
princess in the thing. Finish the
Kill
job,
a
flee and lock her in the
princess,
Okay,
Finish the
the
job. Why else would we
You
have
and the princess
picked Slay the
stare at
Princess
each
if we
other,
didn't mean to
both
do this?
gasping
Oh yeah,
for
look at them
breath, equally
claws.
exhausted.
Yeah.
You probably won't make
We
it
drank
out
the
of here
Animorphs
alive,
juice.
but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here.
Maybe we're a werewolf.
Maybe we're a werewolf.
Excuse me?
They're known for their scales.
Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still
I love this
standing.
narrator hero
I know.
little.
Dichotomy. Yeah.
Did you think I wasn't the narrator, Goofy? I'm just saying what's happening. God.
Can you not feel those
Lighten
ruptured
up.
organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job.
Not my organs.
I need those.
need
That-
those.
Balancing.
You crash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers
Ow.
a
Oh, hey,
heavy
we won.
blow, but you push through the pain,
Did we?
falling forward and sinking your
I mean, it
blade
looks like it.
deep into the
She only
princess's
seems
heart.
kind of like perturbed, you know?
I don't know. I'd be
Ah,
pretty
jeez.
Oh.
perturbed if I got stabbed.
I'd be more than perturbed, is what I'm getting at.
Oh, okay.
The two of
Well,
you
that's
fall
on
to
you.
the floor.
That sounds like a you problem.
Sounds like
I'm
you
just-
should have
We
put more
won!
points in the Constitution. We won! Hooray!
This was fun.
That's what I always say
The
when I'm
princess
gaming.
gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
Oh, yeah.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would, but I have to wonder. Do you really think this is the end?
No, I know how the ends
Yes.
work.
Yeah?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying
She's gonna
conviction in
move
her
some
words.
files around in my registry or something like that, and then I'll have to click on them to get to the next level.
But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black. And you
Oh, you
die.
got an achievement.
I got an achievement called The Real Slay the Princess starts here.
Oh, hey, okay. And then it also had a "you died" picture, which is very funny to me.
Chapter 2, The
Okay.
Fury.
You'll
Oh, wait, are
find
we a
path
fury?
In the woods.
Oh, I
And
guess
at
we
the end
could
of
be.
that
I
path
assumed it was
is a
more.
cabin.
I think we're gonna come back and
And
she's
in the
gonna
basement
be
of that cabin
pissed.
is a princess.
Yeah, she's gonna remember what happened for sure.
Yeah.
There's
That's how video
also
games
more
work.
of an ominous kind of ambient noise that I don't believe
Yeah,
was here
that's going-
before. Yeah, thanks, LB.
We've
You're
got some
welcome.
piano in there.
That's
Your
what they
hero
pay me the
is
big
slain.
bucks, you know? That's what I do.
If you
I
don't,
just-
It
Open up a
really
huddle and
depends
Slack and go.
Yeah, I don't. The piano was before. Were there string instruments before?
I don't know. I don't think
This
so.
sounds a little bit like almost music boxy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the piano sounds
Very
more like
slow music box.
resonant. Is perhaps the word. I like.
Uh,
Okay, no.
Okay,
yeah.
no.
Okay, no.
Oh, don't you
Okay,
start grandstanding about morals. The fate
That's
of the
not.
world is
It's
at
not a
stake.
moral thing,
Life
dude.
of a mere princess shouldn't stop you from saving us all. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it.
Oh, the narrator is out of the time loop. Only we know that.
Okay, and voice of
Voice of the Broken.
oh,
She's
new
going
voice.
to kill us
That's
again.
the dead one.
That's the dead one.
So
Also,
another one
I've
of the
gotten the
Senate.
ping that
I
my
love
headset is
Disco Elysium.
very slowly running out of battery. I don't know how low it means yet, but if suddenly something weird happens, chat, I'll fix it.
We are. I think this will be our last segment because we've been going for quite a while. So, I think we can be done after this. But still,
Yeah, how many more runs of the game did you want to do? Or did you
well, this is a demo, right?
Right, but this is chapter 2, so I think it lasts about an hour. We can just
Oh,
wet the
wow.
whistle if you
Let's
want.
see one
I wanna
more
do-
like
I
thing
wanna
to
do
conclusion. Yeah,
You
This is
are
cool.
never going
I'm
to slay
curious.
her with that attitude.
and I also like playing.
Stuff
with
that
When does this come
pathetic
out?
little voice to the back of your mind
Ooh,
and stay
I don't remember what the release
focused
window is. We'll
on
check
the
after
task at
this.
hand.
I
I'll
can look
check
at
right now.
Steam.
Also, the developers are in the chat, so they might just tell us.
That's true. That is, you got me there. Oh, don't you worry. I'll gladly slay that princess. She's got it coming. Lie? Yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yeah, I get it.
2023. is
2023.
what that's the release date on Steam.
Gotcha. We can silently proceed. We could say screw this or just turn around and leave. How y'all feeling?
What if we just ran away? What if we just did the Nier Automata ending, like 9S route thing?
I'm kind
Screw
of
this, I'm
into
getting the hell out of
noping
here.
out. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very fun.
I just
Different.
turn around and leave. Bye bye.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
As long as it's not there, my friend, I will live in the woods like a Minecraftman.
What are you gonna do? Turn around and leave? Quote from person who watched another man turn around and leave.
We keep going. We're committed to leaving.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Get me out of here.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly
Give me the cabin in the
continue
woods
down
ending.
path away from the cabin.
Cool.
Oh, Black Tabby Games is probably around June. Interesting. Nice.
Probably around June. Sigourney Weaver's gonna show up and tell us that we're making a big mistake.
Oh,
Looks
no!
like this path
No.
No!
leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe
Fuck
the
you,
world
narrator.
can still be saved.
Oh! Wow!
I said it.
Elby's
Do
going.
you wanna go again?
Elby's going to the Magnus Archives. Is going to download one episode to give it a 1-star review and then delete it immediately.
I
No,
don't,
but
I
that's
don't
the
like the
same
way Magnus Archive
All the other
acts.
characters.
I get you. I get you.
Should we keep trying to get out of here?
Turn around and leave again.
Get me
Yeah, and
outta
again.
here.
Turn
You're
around.
Let's see what happens.
Time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
We did it before and we got killed.
Yeah. Good. Maybe everyone should die. It's what they get for dumping me in the woods and asking me to kill someone for them. Is very fun.
Okay. Black Tabby Game says we might want to go into the cabins
I think
Okay.
it'll keep looping us, honestly. Otherwise,
and save running away for the next run. Winky face.
wink.
Okay.
face.
the experts have weighed in, so
Okay.
We did say we really want to do 1 or 2 more, so I appreciate
quietly
Yeah.
continue down the path. Yeah.
it. Should we say like, good, maybe you all suck?
Yeah.
I like that one.
Maybe
I didn't
we
take
did.
names.
Everyone. I meant everyone. That's a pretty large group to just condemn to death over a single princess.
Scared.
And
Scared?
last I checked, you're part of everyone too. So if you think about it, walking up to that cabin and slaying her is really in your best interests as well.
No, we die either way, dude.
It's not looking great for us.
But fine, you turn around and trek
Oh.
back down the path you
Is
came.
it too late?
I
Yeah,
think my
there was an option to continue down and quietly and continue, and we didn't pick that.
Oh, I thought that meant backwards.
I thought that meant the other way too.
Oops. Well,
We're sorry,
What
Black
would you
Tabby.
look
okay,
at?
now we can do it. Yeah, okay.
Now, I'm not
I did think that would
normally
happen, I-
superstition
but,
or
you know.
astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Listen,
Only
just-
people who are
just in
into
case I
astrology
fuck
say
it
things
up.
like that.
Yeah,
Good
that's
call.
true.
Wow, you could really go. Okay, let's go.
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're
Love
making
these
the correct
trees.
decision for pretty much everyone.
Yeah, the trees are nice.
Love a good tree.
I have one last warning for you.
Doesn't that
She
grass
will
look so
lie,
soft?
It
She
does.
will cheat.
Yeah,
Looks
great.
great.
She
Lie
will
in
do
it.
everything in her power to stop
And it's
you from slaying
drawing, so you
Hello,
aren't going to get
her.
Lyme
Don't believe
disease.
a word she says.
Right. Well, what? Sorry?
It's not
You can't
her
get Lyme disease from a
lies
drawing.
that'll stop
Can you get
us.
Lyme disease from grass?
You get Lyme
Well,
disease
if
from
there's been
ticks.
deer, if there's been
I
deer
must admit,
around,
I'm a
yeah.
little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my
I
new
didn't know that
roommate,
touch grass
but
was
we
a
were
threat.
Definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess. Ignore them. They don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it.
I think she's some kind of demon.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let's go.
She's just escalating. She's going to do progressively more fucked up shit to us. I understand.
What
how
if we
this works.
try non-violence this route?
The interior of the cabin.
I bet
is
that
larger
also
than it
gets
should
us killed, but I
The
do
only
like
item
the
of
idea of trying it.
furniture is a plain
No
wooden
blade.
table with a pristine
blade.
No
blade
blade.
perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I don't trust you, narrator. You don't know.
We're besties. We're besties now.
We're besties.
Yeah. What if we
The door to the
just
basement
said, "Hey,
opens
what, lady? What
revealing
if
an
we were
old
friends?
wooden
What if we were
staircase.
friends?
The steps are wide.
What if you just didn't kill everybody?"
The air seeping up from below is heavy and oppressive, with an odd, eggy stink to it.
That's
Eggy.
demon.
If the princess lives here,
That's
slaying
demon, that's
her will
brimstone.
probably
That's
be doing her a
brimstone.
favour.
That's
That's
sulfur,
sulfur.
yeah.
Her fierce
don't want
voice
that.
carries up the stairs.
Was the voice fierce before?
No.
I mean, is it fierce
No.
or is it like fierce?
Well, let's find out. Click it.
Check it out.
Who's there?
kind of both.
She definitely
kinda
sounds like a
both.
little bit more like. "Rrr."
Somehow
It's
Wait, I
also
think-
red when it was not until
It
we
was
started
not-
trying to murder her.
It was not deep red like that, you know.
Of course it is.
It wasn't
let
Profondo
it
Rosso
intimidate
like
you.
that.
You're playing a dangerous game by coming down here unarmed.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
Why even bother with the knife? It wouldn't have done us any good. We should just give up and pledge ourselves to her.
No, I'm not saying pledge. I'm
Carefully
just saying
make your way down the
friendship.
stairs.
is a
Friendship
friendship
is
not a
fine.
kind of pledge?
Well, she's not gonna pledge herself to us in return.
I guess you got me there. Oh,
As you
well,
descend the final
Consider
stairs,
shit.
that's
Okay,
different.
well,
the princess comes into view. A large
Hello.
shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
hello.
Is it
I've
just
grown a
me?
tail.
hello,
man.
ma'am.
Bigger than last time?
Bigger than before!
Bigger than before.
Rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought. I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering when I might have company.
Look at the little horns,
Free me
big
from my
forehead.
findings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
You got it.
Oh shit!
Is that a gun?
That's fast. Thank you for playing. There's 7 endings in the demo and many more ways to die. Interesting.
Nice. Nice. She tall.
Yeah, but
A
immediately.
princess large?
Princess large.
Well,
That's how horror games work. The monster just gets progressively taller and hotter as you fight.
That's true.
I'm curious about the other endings. We just wanted
Me
to be
too.
friends. That's okay though. Oh look, the trees are moving. I
The
didn't
trees
even
are
realize.
moving. That's
Look.
cool.
That is cool.
Wait, what's that house?
Uh,
Oh, that's Scarlet Hollow.
That's
yeah,
Scarlet
that's
Hollow,
the
yeah.
Scarlet Mansion, Scarlet Hollow. I think everybody should play Scarlet Hollow because I think it's real good, and I'll just say that right now. And this was fun too.
I'll play that.
That sounded like
Oh.
a poor deal she offered. I would have to agree. Sharks? Would you have agreed to that deal?
Oh, we're the sharks because it's a...
I would not have agreed to that deal.
No?
I think we definitely could have negotiated to get more out of it.
Yeah,
you also just
but
never want to
that-
agree to a deal straight off the bat.
No.
That's
true.
101.
That's true.
It's the you don't want to wind up in the Tom Hanks situation of like, could I have had more? You'll never know. From Road to Perdition, the Tom Hanks movie.
I thought we were talking about Castaway. Anyways, I think
I thought we were
that's the
talking
end of
about
the
Larry
stream.
Crown.
I thought we were
Yeah.
talking Joe versus the volcano.
We're all talking about something.
Uh,
I believe that's the end, right, Near? Unless you wanted to go to a game.
Yeah.
For Vu?
No, I don't really. I have a game, but it can wait till next week. Because it's also very like text heavy and like dialogue heavy like this. So we can probably just we can call it there for this week. Come back
Interesting.
next week. We've been going for over 2 hours.
Yep, we
Actually,
accidentally went quite long. LB and I both got very excited about our games.
But we haven't been playing this for very long. We just started playing Slay the
it's true.
Princess, right?
It's true.
Yeah.
We're
I
here
went very long. Just me.
we're here to wet your whistle regarding Slay the Princess. Go wish list
Yeah,
it and
I want the
whatnot.
demo. It's really cool.
It's a little exclusive. You gotta know somebody, so. But I think a full one is coming out soon, TM. So.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. And the full game sounds like it'll probably be in June, but that's TBD.
Yeah. We'll say Q2. We'll say summer
Q2.
summer 2023 is the broad thing. That
Yeah.
We'll say. I guess we should put a raid on. Probably.
Yeah, catch it. Also, catch everything else we do on the website. You can check out fanbite.com if you're not already doing that. Look at our great stuff. I just had an article. I have a guide for No Man's Sky that is really, really, really long. It's about 8,000 words to the new expedition.
Yeah,
Got a bunch
you've
of other
really
stuff.
been going on that one.
Yeah, No Man's Sky is good. Real good, Lotus.
I've seen
we
you
got a
very
bunch-
addicted to it.
Yeah. We'll be back next week with more Couch Surf. Merritt will also be back on Monday with more Might and Magic Mondays, where she's finally going to beat Dark Messiah of Might and Magic, which seems like one of both the best game I've ever seen somebody play, and also the worst game imaginable.
Also, public demo for Slay the Princess is out on Monday. I was
Out on Monday.
sooner than I even
Oh.
thought.
Beautiful.
Great.
Awesome. Yeah, everybody have a great weekend. I'll focus as everybody have a great weekend in the chat. I second that sentiment.
Yeah.
We're going to raid Waypoint.
Yep. See, Waypoint is live, sending over some Final Fantasy thing is happening. Alrighty.
Cool.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bum, 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 bum. And then I quietly